In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to make my delicious vegan and gluten-free spinach and artichoke dip. These are the ingredients that you'll need. In my frying pan, I've got 1 onion finely chopped with 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil, which I'm going to saute until soft and translucent. Double fold over 2 pieces of kitchen paper towel and squeeze out as much moisture from the artichoke hearts as you possibly can. Alternatively, you can use a clean kitchen towel and squeeze out the moisture that way. Then finely chop up the artichoke hearts. Here is the artichoke hearts finely chopped. Saute the onions over a gentle heat to prevent them from burning. Once your onions are soft and translucent, season with Herbamare. And then continue to cook for a further 2 to 3 minutes. So for this recipe, I'm using leaf spinach, which is frozen, and you will need 900 grams. So my onions are now soft and translucent. Just to say, if you don't have Herbamare, you can actually use sea salt, and now I'm adding in the spinach. So once you've added your spinach, break down the cubes of spinach, and then leave that to cook and thaw out. Increase your temperature and carry on cooking and stir in lots of love. Whilst cooking off the spinach as much as you can, try and break down the cubes of the spinach. This will help speed up the process. Eventually you want to reduce all this water consistency, so carry on cooking until you've achieved that point. It takes approximately 13 to 15 minutes to reduce the water and cook off the spinach. Okay, so next up, season with a touch of white pepper, and then season either with Herbamare or sea salt. I'm now going to add in 6 to 8 tablespoons of Nutritional yeast. If you want it to taste a little bit more cheesy, then I would go for 8 tablespoons. So I'm going to start adding this in. You can add a little bit extra as you go along, but first of all, I would start off with 6 to 8. So in goes the Nutritional yeast flakes. I'm going personally with 8 tablespoons. Added my Nutritional yeast flakes, and now I'm going to gently stir it all in over a medium heat. As you add in the Nutritional yeast flakes, you can see it's already starting to go quite cheese-like, a lovely creamy sauce. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on a gentle heat. Keep stirring to prevent burning. Then add your chopped artichoke hearts. Keep stirring to ensure that the artichoke hearts are thoroughly blended into the spinach. Next up, I'm going to be adding in my coconut milk. I absolutely love Nature's Charm as it's 100% coconut milk. Some coconut milks that you find will have lots of additives and preservatives, so if you can't get hold of this one, go for organic. Okay, and in it goes. Okay, so gently stir in this luscious, delicious coconut milk. Please note that I haven't used a half-fat coconut milk. I haven't tried it, but it's entirely up to you if you want to. I just love this coconut milk. Okay, now time to stir in the love here. You want to reduce the consistency slightly again like we did before, so I'm just going to increase the heat slightly. Okay, so you can see this is bubbling away now, so I need to cook this off for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to check for seasoning. You may need a little bit more pepper or some sea salt or Herbamare, or even if you want, you can add some more Nutritional yeast. Time to do a quick taste test. A touch more white pepper and Herbamare, but remember, if you don't have Herbamare, just use sea salt. Okay, so in goes the white pepper, just a little touch, and then Herbamare. Remember that Herbamare actually brings out the flavour in the vegetables, so that's why I use Herbamare, but you can use sea salt. As you can see, the temperature of my frying pan is quite hot, but this helps to reduce and thicken the sauce. I always use a non-stick frying pan to prevent burning or sticking. Okay, we are almost there. I've checked for seasoning, tastes absolutely divine. I'm going to cook it for a further 5 minutes because I just want to reduce the sauce slightly, and then we are ready to go. And check out my top tips of how to serve it. So here we go, a couple of delicious serving suggestions for you. You can serve it with plantain chips and a homemade salsa, Alternatively, if you'd like to serve it shakshuka style, from the stove to the table, this is a delicious way to serve it. You can jazz it up if you fancy, adding some coriander and feta cheese. Head over to myrelationshipwithfood.com for the recipe, and don't forget, if you do make this recipe, please do share it with me.